Today let me show you how to graph y equals cosine theta over 3. Okay, given the function, it's so easy to see or find the amplitude. Amplitude here is just a 1, because again we have an invisible 1 over here. And then our b, or the number of cycles, is just 1/3. Now what does this mean? This means that only 1/3 of the whole cycle can be accomplished or can be finished once it reaches 2 pi. Okay. So that means we will need more than 2 pi to complete one cycle. And when I say one cycle, we're talking about max first, because that's a cosine, and we go to 0, and then the minimum, and 0 again, and then the maximum. Okay, so that's what we need. So for me to show a graph, let me look for the period first. So I need to know how long is my period to complete my cycle. So period is just 2 pi divided by the number of cycles, which is 1/3. So that means 2 pi times 3 over 1, or just a 6 pi. So that means I will be able to complete one cycle once I reach a 6 pi. Now I need to decide on my interval, and so I have to divide 6 pi by 4, because again I have the 0, minimum, 0, and maximum. I need a given interval for that, so that's 3 pi over 2 per interval, or 1.5 pi. So I am ready to graph my function. We have this interval 2, 3. This is a 1, this is a -1. This will be 3 pi over 2, and this will be a 3. This will be, I'm not sure, hold on, let's see, 4.5. That is a 9 pi over 2, and the last one will be 6 pi. 6 pi. So I am ready to graph my function. So I start with my maximum, in this case is a 1, and then I go to 0, and go to my minimum, which is the -1, go back to 0, and then go to max. Okay, so this is our graph. And we have to remember that the period is from 0 to 6 pi. So this is how long our period is. And for our parent function, a complete period finishes at 2 pi. Okay,